How's everybody doing, Leo? I've been waiting for your arrival. If you resonate with this channel, please like and subscribe, and definitely help this channel grow, Leo. We are growing slowly but yet maturely, right? I do appreciate everybody. I do appreciate all the likes, all the comments. We have a jumper already, Leo. Like few cards already wanted to come out, Leo. Leo, this week you're moving away from something here, Leo. You're turning your back on this communication. You're turning your back away from places or things, environment that doesn't serve you anymore. Yeah, this is um, it's either a toxic individual that you've been dealing with, a toxic place, work environment, and you're moving towards your Nine of Cups, Leo. Something's gonna ignite, gonna propel, it's gonna fill all your cups. Yeah. So this week you're being gifted by the universe. Something is coming in for you, Leo, this week. Comment, comment below. What is it that you're working on, Leo? What it is that you want to see happen? You know what are you what are you in pursuit of? What's giving you that butterfly, Leo? And happy birthday, by the way. This is your season. So let's diverge into this with intentions and clarity. So this card, Leo, this card, right? This card speaks of that inner transformation. This card is the representation of some conflict, right? Some conflict that you have, um, that it doesn't serve you anymore, right? And a sword, six of swords, sword. So you're you're moving this change. There's a lot of burdens, right? There's a lot of burden, and you're making changes, and like been troubled by this, so basically you can't, right, see the forest for the trees, basically, um it's been keeping you up at night, right? It's been tormenting you. There's a lot of turbulence, there's a lot of upheaval, um and you are being asked, or you are moving away. You are being asked by your guides and your angels to move away from this situation, this contaminated situation that doesn't serve you any longer. you know uh, there's so much on your mind here, Leo, this week. And you almost want to be in this hermit mode, right? Like you don't even want to talk to people anymore, you know um, but you are being presented with a new beginning by the universe here, right? New offer. You can have a gift by the new, great news. If you, whatever that is, fit it into your timeline. Um, have a clear intentions. Set your boundaries, and you know the and it's gonna. I believe that if you're in the pursuit of a house or a home, or if you're in the pursuit of new workplace environment, new career path, with that six figure, seven figure, I believe that you will obtain this. It's going to come to light, but first you have to deal with some uncomfortable situation from the past. But you are moving away, Leo. You are moving away from this, right? It's keeping you up at night, you know, it's keeping you up at night. And I do feel that. You're moving towards your Nine of Cups here, and all your cups will be filled, Leo. Right? So basically, the universe is asking you to. Be disciplined with your emotions, right? Follow through with what it is that you say that you're gonna remove yourself from, right? I get a sense this reading is about you moving away from a toxic environment, toxic workplace, toxic that's not conducive to your growth anymore. You know, that's damaging to your soul growth, and you know this. That's why you're moving away for better, for your wish fulfillment here, right? You're gonna be very content. So no matter where you're going, right? Because you have the blueprint, you have the map of your soul within you, right? Rely on your inner guidance, your intuition. It's gonna serve you well, It's gonna serve you well. This card speaks of inner transformation, right? Keep going. Be in that pursuit of your passion, be in that pursuit of your happiness, and it's gonna perpetuate your momentum. And once when you have that momentum, right, it's gonna be astronomical change, profound change, right? So your mindset is the algorithm that's gonna design your world, that's gonna shape your world. You are moving towards something positive here, Leo. And you're being asked by the universe, right, to let this go, let go of resistance, let go of this people, places, events, circumstances doesn't serve you in any longer, Leo. Better days are ahead. There's a gift coming in. Yeah, good news is coming in, Leo. Good news is coming in this week. Be prepared. Be prepared. You know, most humans, what they overlook is the unseen. It's what's being orchestrated behind the scenes by your guides, by your angels, by your spirits, right? They overlook that. They want the practical, they want the tangibles, but sometimes there's work behind the scenes, right? Every like the universe is orchestrating, lining up, synchronizing events, situations, places, and things in your favor. And you don't see this. And when it happens, it becomes a blessing, it becomes a miracle. So this is your blueprint, right? Yeah, Leo. There's a lot to unpack here. There's many levels, right? But the first level is moving away from this toxic environment. And you are doing that. You're doing that. And I believe that you already had this fight, this argument, this confrontation. And it hurts you, it breaks you down, makes you sad, it buckles your knee, makes you crumble, right? It distorts your perceptions, but you're moving towards calmer water, Leo. You're moving towards calmer water, right? Design the life that you want from inner compass, and then you're going to shape your landscape. And this is when the universe present to you, bam, with that gift. And people are going to look at you like, wow, you're a walking miracle. How did that happen? How did Leo become so abundant? How did Leo manifest this creation, this life that you designed? Because you are in co-creating with the universe, right? You're conspiring with the universe. You're in cahoots with the universe, right? I love that word. I don't know. It's 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 like really like so simple, but yet profound. Like cahoots. Yeah. You know, there's a little bit of a pickle, right? There's a little of a pickle within this manifestation. But I see that you're moving forward. I see that you're moving towards calmer water. Yeah. Leo, if this resonates, please comment, like, and subscribe. Tell me what you're working on, Leo. And tune again next week. I'm gonna have another reading for you. See what I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna help you, motivate you, give you that butterflies, so that way you be in this creative energy, you know, so you can elevate to the next higher version of yourself. And that's different for everybody. Some's retiring, some people's uh, you know waiting for the grandkids to be born, the kids to give birth to a child. Every situation is different. Every reading is different for every folks, right? Different stroke for different folks. But nevertheless, it comes down to one premise, right? Self-love. You know this if you've been watching me for a while, right? We operate in one frequency, and most of your answers, most of your answers can be diverged from self-love. When you master self-love, right? You come from you respond to things differently. Yeah, that's profound, right? Like when you master self-love, you respond to people, situation, places, events differently. Think about it, right? This is your birthday, so I'm gonna spend a little more time on you. Uh, yeah, you respond differently, especially to negative circumstances, to negative events, situations, and people. When you operate under the guidance of self-love, it's different. It's yeah. Oh, Knight of Swords, heavy. Some of you are watching this. I feel that anxiety, that victim mentality, that self-sabotage belief system. And this is the confirmation why I'm keep repeating this self-love, is that some of my collective just doesn't have it. You would think it's common sense to love yourself, but man, sometimes when we look in the mirror, we don't see the representation of an ideal body. When we look in the mirror, we don't see the representation, the reflection of what we want, what we desire, right? And then we go into this mindset of victim mentality, right? Anxiety, fear, you know, and this doesn't serve you. This doesn't serve you, Leo. So you being asked to this card speak of fear. Don't operate from here. I get it. I get it. It's it's normal. It becomes normal, right? It becomes it's okay not to be okay, right? So, you've been hurt, you've been stabbed, you've been wounded. People from the past hurt you. And I get it. I get it. Okay. I resonate with that. I resonate with that. Right. But Leo, I always say that you can't be domesticated. You cannot be domesticated, Leo. Right? You're moving towards calmer water. You're moving towards calmer water, Leo. Please believe me. You're moving towards calmer water. Your cup's gonna be filled. You're gonna be content. You're gonna be so delighted, right? Something's gonna be presented to you this week, an offer, position, good news, right? It's gonna propel, ignite. It's gonna elevate your world, right? It's gonna bring you to the highest version of yourself, right? Comment, Leo. Comment. Let me know. Let me know what it is, and then tune in again next week.